Yeah,
What do you say, Gene?
What's up, man?
What's going on? You better hit our own sign so we know that we're on the air.
We are on the
Ready?
air.
We are. Did nothing. Hey,
We
we're
are
on the air. All right.
Hey, we got a little bit of music this week.
Yeah, we got music. Gene's stepping it up. So, yeah. Well, welcome to
Ranked.
and Unhinged.
That's right. Podcast. We're back, baby.
Podcast. We're back. We got one under our belt. We don't know what in the world we're going to talk about today, but we're having a blast.
We have launched our first podcast on Spotify.
Yeah, and we've got like 5 views so far. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man, that
Yeah.
we are out there.
I know. For the whole world to see our, I wanted to say stupidity, but I don't know if it's stupidity. I mean, I hate to say, but the thing we did last time, I thought that was very informative. So if you haven't checked out our first one, you're in the majority of the people in the whole wide world.
Please, shoot us an email.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, we love to hear some feedback. We're just getting started, so it's something new for us. We're having a good time. We're good friends. Just sitting around and just
Sitting around talking.
talking
And-
about our daily life.
Yeah, and I know that this is supposed to be about three things: golf, fishing, and beer. But we're going to stray. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll throw some stuff in there. We'll tell funny stories and just have a good time. And hopefully somebody will get something out of it. I will have to say again, and I've said it before. Last week was very informative. I think if there's somebody out there that was really wanting to get on the what the heck is
APT.
APT. And last week was pretty cool because it really showed that, it's possible and it's not, something that's,
Yeah,
that's too far out for somebody.
it was very informative. Going back and looking at our first video, there's probably some things we could have added,
Yeah.
or maybe mentioned, but it'll be brought back up,
Yeah.
in the future, on different episodes. So if you do have questions, please reach out.
And the one thing that I hope if somebody gets from that is just take the first step. It's kind of like us on this podcast. We didn't get all the bugs worked out. We didn't make it perfect. We didn't do anything. We just took the step.
Yeah.
And similar, do the same thing with your APT.
APT, yeah.
Hey, I got it right.
Well, I think that's
I think we
reason-
need to you can dub in a little, yay,
Yeah,
you got it right.
Well, I think that's the reason we named it Stepping Up and Taking the Leap. That was the
Oh, does that what you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene asked me. He's like, "What are we going to call this thing?" And so I sent him about 500 different things.
Yeah,
And
most of them were funny, and some of them I probably can't say.
Oh yeah, some of them were just way. Maybe we can put a list of that somewhere that Yeah,
But that's the beauty of it, man. We can say whatever we
whatever
want.
we want. And we're going to. One of the things that we wanted to follow up with on that was we're going to go in depth into how to get your handicap, but we don't have that information right
Yeah.
now. We're going to actually probably bring a professional in,
Yep.
local golf pro that can sit and tell you everything you need to do. I guess our goal in a lot of the golf stuff is just not to make it not so scary.
Right.
And, like I said, Gene took the steps and he, went out there and did the stuff. And I think, it's good that other people know that it's possible to do that.
Absolutely, man. I think we will have a pro on. We have a couple of members on APT that wants to come on.
Oh, awesome.
We may interview the chapter owner that I'm in, East Tennessee.
And they're going to be like, okay, what's with the hillbilly and the daggum overalls? what does he have to do with golf? Nothing.
Nothing.
I am looking forward to playing golf, though. It's been a long time, and just doing the podcast and talking about the stuff has kind of got me.
Kind of get your motor running.
It gets my motor running. Gets your motor running. And so I want to get out there and play.
Yeah.
And I want to see how good Gene is.
Yeah.
I want to be impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I would try my best, obviously, but
Well, it'll beat the crap out of me anyway.
yeah, it'll be fun just to get back out.
It will.
You know, we had a lot of good times, a lot of good memories.
Oh my gosh, we have so many golf golf memories for us. Holy cow.
Yeah,
I mean, there are some stories we can't tell,
right.
but some we're going to tell anyway and see if we can get them by. The PT is going to be the one.
Yeah. Well, I think you know, a lot of our stories will be surrounded. Three of us, obviously we are minus one guy.
Yep, Kelly Miller, man,
Missing.
miss you, buddy.
But he was a part of our
Oh my
our
God,
craziness stories, and most time
he was the catalyst.
Yeah.
Usually was the catalyst. So
Yeah.
I mean, one of the favorite things that we used to go to the Myrtle Beach a lot and play, and we would break up into pairs and play, and for some reason I could
That's
talk.
unreal, man.
I could talk Kelly into giving us so many strokes, and just mulligans and everything, and finally, we would be doing the discussions, and Gene would be like, "Stop!
Dude,
What are you thinking? Don't give him that."
I don't know if I don't think he was gullible. Maybe.
I think he
but-
was confident that
Yeah.
I can beat them. I don't care if I
but
give
will,
them.
But I will say, you and the other guy, for whatever reason, Myrtle Beach changed your game.
Oh, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it was
swear
freaky.
Yeah, I think you become a scratch golfer
Yeah, and
in Myrtle Beach.
it was so cool, and I loved it.
Yeah.
We would. The greatest one that I can remember was we were playing this one course, and I negotiated for 9 strokes aside, and you and Kelly ended up with a 9 on the first hole.
We were to begin with. We were 9 shots behind. Kelly and I had
First
to make
hole.
up.
Yeah, they had to
9
make up
shots.
9 shots, and then they shot a 9 on the first. It was like a par 4.
Yeah, I think both of us carded a 10. There. I don't know. I can't remember what you guys had.
I don't know.
But it was we were down probably 16 strokes.
16 strokes on the first hole. It is like, oh my God. And that was the funniest thing. And it was just that, but just crazy stuff like
But
that.
I'm a serious golfer. When I go play, I want to do the best I can. But there is part of me, I have a good time.
Yeah.
And when the 4 of us were together, I think that was the good time part.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly took everything serious.
Oh, yeah. Very
golfing,
serious.
Fishing, whatever it may be. He was a serious
Yep.
player. But
That's true.
I think, even though we were down 16 shots, it was.
I think
I
you
was
all
still-
still came back, and it was close
Yeah.
toward the end because
There was no way we was going to beat you because, like I said earlier, you guys just played out of your mind.
we do. We play out of our mind, and just shots that it's like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah. It had to be some kind of remote ball. I don't know.
Yeah,
some
I
kind
know some
Yeah.
divine intervention. I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
Gene, we haven't really even touched on what we were supposed to be talking about.
But
I'm just telling stories
this
and
is-
acting stupid.
This,
So
this is what it's about. We'll get into our stories. But,
we'll, hopefully we'll give you all some little bit of tidbit of information that you can use. Are we going to talk about golf or fishing or
So-
beer or just a little bit of all?
maybe all the above. But
Okay.
I think the format I feel like tonight we want to do. I just finished up APT tournament over the weekend.
That
so,
is right.
So I think we'll take the first little bit. You can ask me. I can just talk about it.
I love it.
And if
Yeah,
something comes up, you can.
Because
and then
you really haven't told me exactly. I mean, you told me a little
Yeah.
bit about your game, but Gene did a bonsai run. He actually played a tournament in Myrtle Beach, and I know that. I guess we should tell you all where we are. We're in Northeast Tennessee, so Myrtle Beach is a 6-hour drive for Gene and a 9.5 for me. But
the cool thing I like about this APT, and one of the reasons I got into it, there's a list. There's different chapters. There's a list of different courses you can play, and it's like you just pick and choose. So I'll get on the app, look at the courses. I'm like, yep, I want to do that one. So I'll plan. I'll plan ahead. and I'll just take off. I left Friday, the day after Christmas.
Yeah, this is the day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas,
Yeah.
the supportive wife didn't get to go,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
I was supposed to go, but in our family, we have like 5 Christmases.
Yeah.
And so I ended up not being able to tag along.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, you did a bonsai run. You like went down on Friday, played Saturday morning, and then turned right around and came home the next day.
on
So
Sunday.
fill us in on kind of your what all happened down there.
Great weather, by the way.
Really?
I mean, I know it's December, and I know it could be hit or miss on the weather down there.
Yeah.
We've been there when it snowed before in,
Oh, yeah.
in November.
Yep.
It could very easily do the same thing on this day, but 70, 72,
Oh.
72 degrees, little light wind, perfect for golfing.
That's awesome.
We played Kings North. I think
Yep.
we played
We
there.
played that, and that's
in a-
an Arnold Palmer course.
Yep,
I
that's
think.
right. They
Yeah.
actually have a statue in front of the main road leading into the clubhouse.
Cool.
They were 72 players. They
Wow.
there were 15, I think, in my division, and I tied for 8th, I think it is. So I started out really well. I was hitting the ball, and my game was really good. I was like, this is good. I don't pay attention to the scores.
Right.
You can actually go and check the live scores and see where you're placed, and or see where you are. But I don't do that just for the purpose of
Keeping your head clear.
getting your own head.
Yeah.
But I break down the golf kind of 6, 6, and 6. But yeah,
Gene plays demon golf.
edit.
Yeah.
I break
Way
it-
back
I break-
machine.
I break-
Let's edit that out.
I break it down into threes.
Yeah, let's go with threes.
I break it down. First half, middle, and last half.
Okay.
Just for my saying whatever. What is that word? Sanity.
Sanity. There you go.
Uh,
That's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to say real quick. I said a word twice last time in our podcast that didn't exist. And I don't know why in my brain I was going to say digress. And for some reason, twice it came out of my pudding head brain as degress. So I made up a word last time. And
Wouldn't that be fun if people would email us, like if they see a little mistake?
little mistake. Yeah,
And
I'm
it's
sure
like,
somebody was like,
hey.
hey, you said a word that doesn't exist. Okay, back to
English
this.
teacher.
Back to you. Back to you. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. So I started out playing well. I liked where my game was. But the back nine, I hit one in the water. It just kind of really messed with me. It got in my head. But in the back nine was not good. But I still finished tied for 8th. I think it was.
Wow.
I was okay. I mean, it's not just because I had a bad hole or two. Everybody else is going to have a bad hole or two.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like stay within yourself. One hole is not going to lose it.
Yeah.
2 holes probably not going to lose it. Just kind of gather yourself and just try to go out there and just come back. But yeah, man, it was great.
So tell me about the people you played with.
So I played with 3 other guys. One guy was from in Virginia, towards Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Super nice guy. Him and his wife was actually there. She plays on the APT as well.
Oh, wow. So what was his level? Or
He was in Division 3.
okay,
So
in Division three.
he was a senior. He played from the senior tees,
Gotcha.
which is okay, and I'm all right with that. I'll be there one day.
There you go.
Another guy was probably just outside of Myrtle Beach. I think it's Mount Pleasant, North Carolina.
Yeah,
Is that sound right?
that's
Sound right?
yeah.
And the other guy I think was in Myrtle Beach. And I played with these guys before, but only once, and it was last year.
Gotcha.
We were all kind of same level.
All of you in Division 3.
All Division 3.
Okay.
Playing well. Like I said, you can kind of get a feel in your group. Where you are in the group.
Yeah.
And I was playing well. Obviously, I think I was beating them. I wasn't really thinking about that.
Yeah.
I just want to play my game. I think I mentioned in the first podcast. Just go out there and play your best. You know, it's you.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about somebody else's shot. You know, if they stick it tight, if they hit one out of bounds, that doesn't matter. You just, you know, we're amateurs.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to mess up. Good people. They were great people.
That's
friendly. Awesome. It makes it. You don't want to get someone too uptight that just doesn't make it fun. But all these guys were great.
Oh, that's great. And that was one of the things that I was curious about last time was, you know, you said that you can get hooked up in your foursome with somebody who's a higher division, like a Division I.
Yeah.
And I think that would really mess with me is, you know, some dude just gets up there and just blasts it and, you know, he's sticking it. And I'm like, I would be like, I hate you. I'm going to Nancy Kerrigan you with my putter. I'm going to kneecap you, buddy. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes, you know, discipline and just try to not pay attention to that.
We need to, and I want you to one day show me, and I think you can probably figure out how to do this, but show the app.
Okay.
Because that was very interested. I was very interested in that from what you were talking about last time, how that you can kind of like check the scores as you go.
Yeah, you can. So when our foursome at first tee, you know, there's someone designated as the, I don't know if you want to call him scorekeeper, but one guy is designated to keep the scores for everybody. It's called live scoring. You know, it's not the official score. I think I mentioned last time. It's a scorecard that you match up with whoever's keeping your score and whoever you're keeping, and you just kind of, and then it's worked out at the end if it's not correct. So the live scoring is not necessarily 100%.
Yeah,
accurate,
you can,
but you can kind of tell.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I think, you know, just me. I'm assuming that the chapter owner and some of the people that run this tournament probably look at it, see where everybody is, how long it's taking to play. You know, just kind of keeping up with the scores.
Okay, I got to ask one thing.
Yeah.
Did they announce your name?
Absolutely.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It was. I was the first one to tee off. You know.
Do y'all do the flippy tee thing, or you just?
No, I'm not sure how they come up with it. I don't know if it's just what the order is or how they come up with that.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy just has a name and he's like, okay, you're first.
Alphabetical.
Yeah.
G.
Possibly.
Yeah. G
but I was the very first one to tee off.
Yeah.
We started on a par 5, and you know I still get nervous now. I mean I still get nervous. I'm confident going in. And, you know, I'm confident in my game, but I still get nervous, and I think everybody gets nervous, you know, because you get your name announced, and I'm like, okay, here we go, and but dude, I popped one right down the middle.
Nice.
I parred and got out, but
yeah, you said you started out really good, so
I did that hole there. I left my rangefinder, so I hit my second shot kind of short of the green. Kind of next to the bunker, so I let the guy take the cart, and I just walked over to my ball.
Yeah.
And I had my putter and my wedge and my rangefinder, and shot my distance, laid my stuff down, hit a pretty good shot. I was kind of, I guess, analyzing what I needed to my putt.
Yeah.
Left my rangefinder sitting there, so I teed off on number 2, went to the fairway, and going to shoot my distance for the next hole. I'm like, where's my rangefinder? And I knew exactly where it would be. Yeah. So I went back and asked the guys that was playing behind us, hey, did you find a rangefinder? I was like, no, we didn't see one. I was like, okay, I know exactly where it is.
I know where it is.
So and sure enough, man, I pulled up and there it was.
Okay, well that brings me to another question. Now, like electronic devices and anything like that, they're not allowed in like pro stuff, right?
No.
So you all do have a few. Well, first off, you told me you can drink beer, and I've never seen that on a pro tour. Yeah. But so now you actually and they have caddies, and they have, I'd say, very well marked. You know, we talked about this one time before. You know, the one thing that a pro never really has to do is hunt for their ball. Right. You know, even if they hit a bad shot, they have a really good idea where it's going to be because of the gallery. You know, all the people standing around, you know, like, oh, it's over there somewhere.
Right.
You know, we don't as amateurs. You know, I've lost balls in the fairway.
Oh, absolutely. Well, actually, I did not the fairway, but I hit. I think it would have been my 15th or 16th hole. I hit one kind of pulled with a little draw, and it went. They have waste bunkers. It's basically these waste bunkers are as a cart path. You know, you drive the carts in the bunkers, waste bunker.
Yeah.
And I hit one to the left. Watched it. I know exactly where it is. Go up there. I could not find it.
So what do you do? I mean,
I had to go back to the tee and hit again.
oh,
Yep, and so therefore, I lost one. I re-tee. That's two, and then I hit the third one.
hitting three off the tee.
Then I go out to the fairway. I'm hitting 4 shots
Oh,
on a par 4.
wow. That's
so,
gotta,
Yeah.
and that, that would never happen in a pro tour.
Yeah.
Never, because there would be
Yeah.
either marshals or gallery people or somebody going "It's over there."
Yep.
They can get you close.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other things that are kind of allowed on this that aren't allowed on a pro tour? I mean, we fluff.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute.
I think the question you asked was what are some things that are allowed here that's kind of not on a pro tour, and you said fluff.
Yeah, and for you people that don't know what that is, it's a golf term, and it's kind of like recreational golfers. If your ball is like buried in the grass, we take our club, we kind of fluff it up.
If
so
it's in a divot,
Yeah.
we'll get it out
Move
of
it
the divot,
2 or 3 inches.
This one, obviously we can't do that.
Right.
But what it allows us to do, they give us in our own fairway, we can clean in place. I mean,
So
a scorecard with. So if I hit my ball in the fairway,
mhm.
I can go out there. I'll mark it with a tee.
Yeah.
And I'll clean it, get the mud off.
So you can pick it up.
Yep.
and clean it
I'll
and put it back.
I'll place it back within a scorecard length, which is probably 6 inches, 8
Yeah.
inches, 6, 7.
So that's something that 6 or 14.
6, 7.
Yeah, and Gene uses a big ruler.
Yeah, I've been allowed to all my life.
We've talked about that before, and even there for a while. We played in a couple of little leagues that we had locally, and one of the things that we tried to do, and we said this going in, we're going to play this like straight up. No, if my ball's a foot out of bounds, I'm going to just foot wedge it back in. And I mean, we played heads up, and it was eye opening. So the fact that you're held to a lot of these standards, even though it's not standards that are as high as like Pro Tour, but you've got to really buckle down and make sure that you don't break any rules. And I mean, and a lot of people know this and a lot of people don't, but golf is self-governing.
Yeah, well, if you say not breaking rules, people need to realize use the rules to your advantage. If you know the rules,
it
actually probably could help you. Some people just don't know the rules. But,
yeah. I remember listening to this one thing, and I think I saw it on the tube or something about if you hit the ball outside of or like in front of the tee box marker, it's a 1-stroke penalty. And so the dude picked up the tee box markers and took it to the hole and like placed it like 2 feet away from the hole and then hit and putted in.
Took a stroke and got
birdie. and got a 2. So yeah, I mean, I think that may have been a gray area of the rules, but yeah, it's neat to kind of hear some of the stuff that you're held to and some of the stuff that you're allowed that the pros aren't. I guess like your rangefinder is kind of like your caddy a little bit.
Another thing we can do, it really depends on the course. We can rake and place in the bunker.
Really?
If it's, let's say if it's wet or it's compacted, we can rake and then place it where we rake the ball.
And that to me that really makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because there again, a pro would never have to worry about that. The because
Right.
by the time he gets to the bunker, it's been raked and cleaned
Yeah.
and swept and vacuumed, and the bugs have been removed. And you know,
Well,
but isn't there? And this is me not knowing the rules of golf, and Gene, I'm sure does. So isn't there like a rule that if your sand wedge touches the ground,
yeah.
it's costs you a stroke?
Yep, that's right.
So you can't even like, you know, if you take a little practice swing and it hits the sand, it's like, oh, there's a stroke.
There's a stroke. It's which I feel like is one of the craziest rules that I know. I mean, there's more than that one, but they feel like if you are touching the ground in a bunker behind your ball, that you're improving the lie.
Well, I always like reach down and make a little sand castle that's about 2 inches tall and put my ball on that.
Yeah, why not?
Is that against the rules? That's the sandcastle rule.
Sandcastle rule.
Yeah.
I'm not a very good bunker player. You know, I think that's where I lack in my game.
Mm.
That I need to practice. So I think when I play, you know, you want to avoid the bunkers, but you know, you place shots and determines on where bunkers are around the green. You know, where you want to hit the green, and because I'm just not. That's just me because I'm not a very good bunker player.
Mm. Well, you know, I remember hearing or reading something about, you know, some of the very, very good bunker players actually use them for like backstops.
Yeah.
You know, they know that
Yeah.
if it's a really tight green or, you know, if it's really narrow, that they have a chance to go, you know, over it.
Yep.
That they just say, well, you know, I'm comfortable enough hitting out
Yeah.
of the bunker that I'm just going to blast this thing low. And if it does, you know, if it is too hot
Right.
going across, it'll just land in the bunker and I'll
Also,
play it out.
on the same token, there, you know, pros. We know when a tournament is on TV, they have all these grandstands and towers and for cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's a grandstand in behind the green, well, you know, these guys don't care to hit that grandstand because if you're up against it, you get free relief.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like us. We can, you know, if we go long, if we are beyond the green, then we just have to play. You know, it may go 20 yards, it may go 50 or whatever. But if it hits their grandstand, they get relief. You know, if it's
Yeah.
up against it. So they use that. I've seen that one. They've used that one quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so you've gone and you've done your thing. You've played a good couple of holes, middle couple of holes, bad
Yeah.
couple of holes, and you say you finished
I think it was tied for 8th.
tied for 8th.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Congratulations, Gene.
It's not bad. I mean, I'll take it. You know, it was a long trip. You know, as long as I'm having fun, I'm having a blast, man. I wish people can understand how much fun I'm
Wow.
having. Yeah, I didn't win. I didn't, you know, get into the money line, but I won some skins. You know,
So let me ask you this question. So what if in your division you actually play a better round than the leader of the division in front of you?
no, it doesn't.
Doesn't matter?
No. If
Man, that'd
the-
be cool.
The only thing that they do, if you do that consistently,
they sandbag you up
that-
into the
they'll move you up. Yeah.
Wow.
And then people, that happens. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to improve. You know, you don't want to just kind of hang out in one division. You know, you're playing golf and you want to do the best you can.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you're a hustler.
unless you're a hustler.
Unless you're there to hustle skins.
But I think that they know this. They look at your scores. They look at scores you posted
Mm-hmm.
on your handicap USGA. They look at all that and see what you're shooting APT.
Yeah.
So they stop all that.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah,
well,
man. I had a good time. You know, quick trip. You know, I'm planning my next one in January 24th.
Okay.
So
Where's it?
It's in Myrtle Beach.
All right.
You know,
So not a lot of East Tennessee stuff happening right now.
no, East Tennessee will shut down probably around. I think we played one first in November, but that was it. So November, December, January. I think East Tennessee has one in February, but for 3 months we're not playing anything, and that's just because of weather. You know, it could be hit or miss. You know, they may plan a Saturday for next month, but next month is January. We may have snow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is this like a yearly thing? I mean, so do you like starting on January 1st, do you start a whole new, I don't know,
You're talking about like a season?
a season?
So
Yeah.
the season goes from October to October. I'll verify that. But renewal for your membership, $135 for the membership.
Or a couple of trials if you're
Yep.
just working it. If you just want to see how you like it, you can get a couple of rounds.
If you want,
tours.
we have if you're local here in East Tennessee or Southwest Virginia and you want to play in one, please reach out to us. Like I say, you can play two rounds without joining. Now, I think I mentioned earlier that it costs a little bit more than a member. You have a member and a non-member fee.
Gotcha.
Usually it's about $20 to $30. It's not terrible.
The difference, yeah.
So reach out if you want to play. Please come and play, and we stop recording.
Yay, I'm back. We're having a little technical difficulty, and it's just my fault because the video thing, I'm not exactly sure how to run the thing.
I think I think we're about ready to wrap up.
Okay.
The golf segment.
Cool.
But unless is there something else you want to?
No, I mean, like I said, I kind of liked finding out about the tournament, and I can't think of anything else that anybody. Well, I'm sure somebody has questions, and there's something that we've completely missed.
Well, I think we hit the most of the highlights on our first podcast. This was more like an update,
and find out how your tournament went.
just went.
Yeah. And us just talking about stupid stuff.
And having so much fun. This is a blast, man. This is awesome.
The thing I think about is I don't care if anybody else likes it or not. We're having fun.
I know. Well, I think we are telling stories, and we're just hanging out. Being friends and buds, and just I love it.
I think it's awesome.
But I will say that we are going to try to go on the road with this podcast.
Yeah, we're going to drag, and we're super happy to be here and have this place that
I love this. I love this little room.
I know it's so cool. We'll show you. We'll kind of do maybe a little pan around and add it in. We could probably even do an overlay during this.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Fred Sexton with Bristol Artisan has done a fantastic job of kind of making it like a really cool man cave thing.
Yeah.
And he's got some stuff. A lot of the stuff in here he's actually made, a lot of the little signs and things. But and one thing you'll notice is once we'll turn around over there, you can tell he's a big Billy the Kid fan. But we're very appreciative that Fred lets us here. But yeah, we're going to go maybe some more places.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of venues lined up. I won't mention it until we actually go there, and we'll do a podcast at this venue, and maybe do a beer review, or just kind of same thing we're doing here, but just in a different location. I think give a shout out to the other venues that we're going to be at, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're going to have a blast.
A place in Myrtle Beach.
I remember we had this one time.
This is one of my favorite beers. It's the Pineapple Blonde.
Pineapple Blonde.
It's called the Salty Golfer.
Okay, one real quick. So explain blonde.
I don't know the technical word that you would be looking for, but it's just a light.
So it's a light.
It's a light beer.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
It's an ale.
Okay, it's an ale. It's a light ale.
Yep, and it's in.
And apparently this has pineapples in it.
Like I said, it's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I think you know what, and you bring up a good point. I think we need to do a little beer education.
Yeah, I agree. Like when we're doing the golf thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I don't know these things. I don't know what a blonde is. I know what a goza is. I like a goza, but I couldn't tell you why it's a goza.
Salt.
Huh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. So technically, the way I look at sours and gozas, when I brew them, they're the same. They're technically the same beer, except one you put salt, which is a goza, that makes it salty. And you know a goza because you like gozas.
Oh, I love gozas.
And you can taste the salt in it.
Yeah, and I remember one time, I think it was a guy that we know, Ken Moniak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can say his name, but anyway, he had a brewery. He was a brewer, and he was downtown. And he said, and I asked him one time if he was going to do sours, and he goes, "No." He said, "Because if I brew a sour, all that equipment has to be set aside, and you can't brew anything in that equipment but sours." If somebody asked,
It is true. So like home brewer, which I do on a smaller scale, I use stainless,
Yeah.
stainless not fermenters, but stainless pots and all that, which is totally fine to do my sours and gozes in, along
Gotcha.
with the other beers. It's kind of like the fermenters.
Okay.
I think I use plastic, but anyway.
Anyway, so next time, what we'll do is ahead of time, I'll tell you, like, we'll decide what we're going to do, and then you can inform us on, like,
Yeah.
next week we could do.
Well, I think tonight I just kind of like, hey,
yeah,
showed up and
showed up and fired. So, next week? What would be a good one? Like everybody knows IPAs.
yeah, I'm not a IPA fan.
Yeah.
It's very popular, but I just don't like the hops.
And so Pilsner.
I love lagers and pilsners,
Okay, so
which is basically the same
so
thing.
why don't next time we'll do the definition? What is a Pilsner, and
Okay.
why is it? And maybe we can find a Pilsner.
All right, maybe I like that. Give them maybe after we
Yeah.
before that, maybe we just give them a little education of, hey, a pilsner is
Yep,
this
this is what we're drinking, and
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so do we do the pause?
Unranked.
And I'm unhinged.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's good.
like
I could
that.
drink that. It's all over my pants now.
All right. So I think that's it for tonight. Short segment, kind of follow up on the golf tournament.
Short segment. I
was-
looked down and we're 59 minutes.
That's right. But I think 20 minutes of this being stupid.
I know. And a lot of it he can cut out.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Uh,
going to miss a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. We will put our bloopers,
Bloopers and
outtakes.
outtakes sometime.
That's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, that's when we'll get banned.
Yeah, probably will. But I
Okay.
just want to say,
What we can tell you now, hey, glad you're here. If you have made it this far, congratulations. Good on you.
yep, thank you. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for sticking in with this. And I hate to say, but it's not going to get better the next time. It's going to be just, I don't know, maybe we'll get better,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm old and I'm kind of set in my ways. So this may be it for me. Hey, and I think it's cool that we can drink while we're podcasting.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're drinking salty golfers. We're drinking. I started to say it again, but you'd had to bleep it.
Oh, man. So, finish this beer.
Yep.
Thanks for watching Unranked and Unhinged.
Yep. Glad you're here.
Where it's unranked, unhinged, and it's definitely unofficial.
Yeah, and I swear sooner or later we're going to talk about fishing.
No apologies, no credentials, low standards.
Low standards, no standards.
Yeah, no
God.
standards. But thanks for watching. Give us a follow, give us a like, comment.
Yeah, tell your friends. They won't believe you.
Yeah, I mean we're just two friends having fun.
Yeah.
But
And now you're our friends too. We love you.
But that's it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good night.